was supposed to do before. Hey, Allie, web DM is sweet, so don't hate on that. But hi everybody. It's Tuesday. It's episode 8. This is Quests and Cliffhangers, and why why is it doing the wrong alerts? That's cool too. It's just gonna be one of those nights again. It's starting all over. Melissa, thank you though. I appreciate you continuing that.
Do you?
I do. I really do. I want to murder Streamlabs right now, but I appreciate you for sure. So
Ready to go and finally connected. I can play. I've been waiting for it.
So first thing to point out is that you noticed that Jake is not here. Jake stepped away from the game for a short while. So we will be without him for a few sessions, and whenever he's ready to come back, he's gonna pop back in here. Let me see what this is doing here. This is just a test. Okay, so it worked that time, but it didn't be... I don't fucking get it, whatever. So yeah. Second thing is, players, if you guys check your stream avatar inventories, you guys all should have a special little gift waiting for you under the headgear.
Yes.
This is so wonky on phones.
For Melissa, you want to do change your color to brown.
Yep. I'm working on it.
For John, you want to change your color to purple. For Sin, color none, and for Chaplain, orange, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really all I have.
Why'd it go away?
Who is going to kick off the... Oh, yeah, wait. So before we get into this, so everybody's... as you can see in there, the people that are putting it down right now, you guys have your exclusive character heads. Can't have a Screech face. Only person that can have it is Screech. It's a unique item. And every one of the player characters, you guys have unique animations for yours.
Okay.
So Chaplain, your idle animation, which you can't really see at this size, which I'm kind of bummed, but the green dot on your forehead actually blinks yellow like a modem. When you attack, your eyes turn red, and when you cry, your eyes turn teal. Yeah. Screeches, I'm gonna wait to see if anybody actually notices what Screeches is. Because it's great.
I'm just gonna be watching the stream the entire time now. Waiting.
No, pay
for
attention.
it.
And then you guys will have your own custom armor and stuff made too, but I wanted to get the heads done this week for sure. Oh yeah, Screech's eyes are huge compared to everybody else's.
I love it so much. He's so cute.
Do the jump animation.
Now we gotta wait.
Oh, you can't really see it, but her little tongue sticks out. She does a little pleb, little plep.
I got
A merp. What do they call those? Blep.
Blep.
A blep. That's what it is.
Blep.
You crazy kids. Okay.
I love her so much.
Bob, go ahead and take it away with recap.
So, last session, we started off in a small town that was at like a fork in the road or something. But the important part was some snake oil salesman was coming down, and while he may claim something different, we don't have a name. I don't think he gave us one, so that's what I'm calling him. He, as you do, handed out a free sample to someone, and they instantly, after drinking this potion, seems to rejuvenate and de-age and just absolutely be better in every way and more youthful and more energetic and so on. And then opened up his cart to sell to the mass public and made money hand over fist. A lot of us intrinsically didn't trust him. However, we didn't really know what we could do about it or look into it. We did a little bit of digging into it. I sensed magic, or Chaplain sensed magic on stuff. Saw that he was a powerful mage, and the potions he was selling were magic. He sold all his wares, and then very quickly left after he had made all the money, saying he has to go sell other places or something. We waited around for an hour just to see is this legit? And an hour later, as expected, everything he had sold was done, save for that original one potion. We didn't really know what we could do about it or what we should do about it because we have other problems to deal with. We have people to look for, money to make, legs to lose. So we left and headed towards the woods around early afternoon. As we progressed into the woods, we were seeing these broken up yellowish stone chunks, if I remember. As we followed the path heading towards where we thought was the right direction, the chunks got bigger and started looking more like pieces of statues until we found this Stonehenge, if you will, 4 individual henges in a circle surrounded by a bunch of people-shaped statues. Some of them were running away. Some of the statues were, looks like they were running away or looking over their shoulders or cowering. Some were just staring in awe. We investigated these statues, but nothing was magic. The statues weren't magic. The statues weren't magic. They looked like statues of varying age and quality and so on, but fairly likely that our guesses were these were once people. So the obvious concerns over basilisks and things like that come to mind. But in Chaplin's detecting of magic, he saw that Absol's backpack was very magic. Absol pulled out the crown he had been given as part of looking into this, and that was super magical. Somewhere amidst this, Arkin, having a fear of basilisks or something of that nature, blindfolded himself and began to view the area through a familiar he had summoned at the beginning of the session, or maybe the previous session. A small raven that he used to insult people. So he was just walking around blindfolded so that if something was going to turn us to stone, he would be less likely to be hit. So Absol, not knowing what to do beyond that, put the crown on, as it wasn't magical in other places, but it was here, and it immediately bound to his head, like fused to the skin and bone and became part of his being. So his art may have to change. When he did so, there was a phrase from something that referred to themselves as the Guardians. The challenge cannot be faced by strength, but rather the brightest during their darkest hour. And while he had this crown sealed into his brain, he saw a glowing portalish appearance inside each of the henges. Trying to figure out the puzzle of what the darkness and the light in the darkest hour and so on meant, he walked to the center of the henge and cast the darkness spell on himself. Some goat thing attacked him. Half man, half goat came and clawed his face off. Messed him up real good, and he was shooting at it and just pinging stuff off of it. Couldn't hurt it in any way. When he dispelled the darkness, the goat man was gone. It was a matte black humanoid figure about 8 foot tall with legs like a goat, and at its hip and above, humanoid, has a mane and a mangled human face with long teeth. None of us could see it save for Absol. We were trying to figure out what it was and how to deal with it, but we found that it couldn't exist where light was. As the sun started to set, Absol could see it in the shadows, starting to stalk us and getting closer to us the more the shadows grew. As the sun faded, its range increased. It could get to more places, and Arkin, walking by one of the pillars to get back towards the group, got too close to a shadow. Not being able to see the creature, it swiped at him. He felt the nearness enough to know that, yes, this thing can hurt us even if we can't see it. So Arkin then took off his jacket, spread his wings, and flew into the air, landing safely on top of one of the hinges. Absol being the only one who could see the beast at the time, saw him climbing the hinge and called for Arkin to come down, which he kind of did. He hovered above the ground. But at this point, darkness was right around the corner, so we started a campfire and lit a bunch of torches because that's the only defense we knew of to keep this thing at bay. We were experimenting, seeing that flashing lights or moving light cause it to move or not be in the lights, that we could, shoo it away, but it would reappear somewhere else, and we could anger it by putting too much light on it. Until just before midnight, suddenly we could all see it staring at us. We tried to speak to it, no success. No language or person speaking caused reaction. Absol thought, maybe I just have to challenge it. So he stepped into the darkness and asked to challenge it in some way. And once again, he got tore apart. Absol stood his ground, hoping that the answer lie in something peaceful, but the creature swung again and dropped Absol. Absol began turning into stone from the feet up. Chaplain quickly healed him, and Beryl popped in and healed him a bit more, but the damage was already done. From the knee down, Absol is currently made out of stone. In the moment of clarity, Absol tells us to try and put light under each pillar, but spreading us out and spreading the light out would have jeopardized us, as we would have less cover and safety from the light, because if I'm holding the torch to my right, I have the shadow on my left, and so on. And if we didn't each carry 2 torches to completely cover ourselves in lights, we would have shadows that weren't safe. We started to spread out, but Absol would have been left alone with stone legs. So Chaplain did what Chaplain do and burned another alt, because it's Pillars of Light that happens to drop 4 Pillars of Lights onto the ground to heal people. And I dropped 1 on each of the 4 pillars or hinges. And a burst of green flaming lights came in a pillar from the center of the hinge, like incredibly bright, coming down from the night sky, and the beast was gone. And in its wake lay a green gem sitting in the middle. And that's where we left off, with Absol having stone legs from the knee down, a crown melted into his head, and a green rock on the ground.
And the one other point to make with that is that when the burst of light hit, all of the statues that were surrounding the area crumbled as well.
Did Absol's legs crumble?
We didn't get that far.
Okay.
Bob, thank you for the recap. That bumps you up to 8 points. Sin, you have 17. John, you have fucking 22. Melissa, you have 13.
I'll take some, please.
Yeah, okay. So if you guys want, I just posted the links for the shares. So if you have Facebook, share on Facebook. If you have Twitter, retweet on Twitter. That will all go towards the goals over here. If we get all of them, you guys will get your exclusive pumpkin head. It'll be like a flaming pumpkin head with custom animations and all that good jazz. So if you want it, share, and then do all the stuff that we always do anyways, which is good. And on that note, let's go ahead and kick off tonight's episode. So you guys are all standing there in the middle of these giant stone hinges. There's this soft green fog that is slowly dissipating, and you see that there is this gemstone that even in the dark of night seems to have a bit of a glow to it. What y'all doing?
First off, am I
okay.
standing there?
You are standing there.
Oh boy, a map.
Are his legs still rocks?
His legs are still stone. And this map is gray. That's lovely.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
It's great.
It is.
It's real gray.
Great.
Really, really gray.
Super great.
Super gray. Let's try this. Let's go into here, and we'll do this. And then
So I'd like to go over and examine our Absol. I'm going to Absol. How do you feel?
Well, health-wise, I'm all right, but I can't feel my toes.
Please bear while I examine you. I'm going to go look at the legs, and I assume he's wearing some kind of pants. The pants, I assume, also transition to stone.
Yeah, so as you're looking, just above his knees, about midway up his upper thighs, you see that the stone is crawled all the way up to there, and from like his, like the midway up his leg, up, it's just regular pants.
Cut them, make the first pair of shorts.
Arkin, bring me the gem.
Arkin walks over and he looks at it. Is it look like it's emitting any sort of sound, light, anything?
Give me an investigation real quick.
Okay.
You do see that it has like a glow to it, and as you get close to it, you do hear a soft hum.
He's going to finally like break his connection with his familiar. He's going to take off the blindfold and then use that around his hand to then pick up the gem. And first make sure to see if not, like he doesn't feel like anything in his hand is turning to stone or anything.
He does not know.
Then he's gonna bring it over to Absol.
All right, so yeah, so as you walk it close, Absol, when he gets near you, you hear the like hum of this thing, and it is emitting a light.
A dim light
No,
or
a
a
light.
light light? Okay.
I'm gonna try to pull off the crown.
Okay. It's not budging.
I'm gonna snatch the gem from him, not covering my hand or anything. I'm trying to see if it fits in somewhere on the crown.
As you take it and put your hand towards your head, you feel this pull as this gem flies out of your hand and flies into the crown, into one of the sockets. And everybody around, you see this gem light up with this bright green, enough that it's actually emitting a light, like an actual light source. And as this thing lights up, Absol, who are you looking at right now? Are you looking at just Arkin or surveying the area? What?
Just
I
Arkin
think
right
she's
now.
also gonna make her way back, by the way. So she's not isolated from everyone. I see she's already been moved over here, but...
As you're looking at Arkin, you see his image start to darken slightly, like you were looking through like a black fabric. And in the middle of his chest, like right where like the sternum is, sort of, you see inside of him is like this golden egg that has this like iridescent shimmer to it.
So just as an out-of-game comment, do we have to collect the rest of the Infinity Stones now?
Hey, Arkin, you eat anything weird lately?
Nothing weird. Had some apples earlier.
Nothing like valuable that you swallowed to hide?
No, why do you ask?
Because I can see through you right now, and you got something in you, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn and look at the rest of the group.
Yep, and all of them have that same look to them. Their image is slowly like darkened out slightly, and inside you can see this egg. And after a minute or so, the gem dies down to where it's no longer emitting any sort of light, and that vision that you have is gone.
Yeah, all of y'all got that same thing.
Perhaps you are not feeling well.
No, I am not feeling well, but
I do not eat, so I would not have consumed anything.
then why do all of y'all got some golden egg? I don't know.
Perhaps
No.
this-
Perhaps it's the source of where these gold coins have been coming from.
Yeah, that would explain a lot.
While there are many things we should contemplate, I think for now we should find safety. Someone spoke of a noise or a creature perhaps following us.
Yeah, something's still out there.
Should we not be where the pillar of green light was?
Better question is, can you even walk right now to move at all?
Me? No.
I was hoping that we could carry him.
You got
Nothing.
nothing for me, doctor?
I have not treated petrification before. I will consult my notes.
Yeah, you do that. They say,
Barrel's like, I don't see the problem.
yeah, I can. No,
move
fuck
'em.
it.
Arkin's over there. He's just like knocking on your legs.
You
So,
break one of these off, I'm taking yours.
so as he knocks, you can feel it.
That's a little strange. Can I like actually move my like ankle and stuff?
If you try hard enough, you can. Yeah.
Look, Doc, the feeling's coming back.
You're muted, Bob.
Let me see. No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
Let me examine you, please. And I'm going to. Arkin, please help lay him down so he does not fall over accidentally.
I could sit down by myself. It just falls back.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna-
you can't even bend your legs. So you just literally just like 3 foot fall to the ground.
It seems he has it taken care of.
I'm gonna standard, doctor investigation, pick up a leg and check the foot's range of motion.
You have a really hard time rotating anything. Like the whole leg moves with it, but you only get about a 2 or 3 degree move on this.
But it does move in some manner.
Oh yeah. You're seeing his leg move at the hip.
At the hip, or
At the
I'm
hip.
talking the ankle.
Oh no. When you move it, this is one piece of concrete you're moving. The whole
Okay.
leg is turning.
Apologies, but it seems completely petrified.
Well, maybe. Let's go find someone. Let's go find guy with the magic potions. Maybe he got some for me.
Screech just looks at him, and the look she has is just, "Are you fucking me?" Like, no.
Can I just on a whim make a medicine check to see if there's a way I can think of to fix this?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, from what you can think of, without some sort of like greater restoration, you can't think of any way to cure petrification.
Unfortunately, this requires greater magics than I possess.
And that's well.
For now, shall we put you on?
Yeah, where's Burr?
Hurrah!
Yeah, let me ride Burr.
Screech will call over and try to like pick up Absol, like put him over her back. Just like,
Give you a strength check.
I am strong. I can do this.
Yeah, you managed to pick him up and put him on, but doesn't seem like it enjoys all this weight on his back.
Yeah, I'm probably lighter and not made of stone.
Birds have hollow bones.
Let us continue in the same direction we went.
We backtracking? I think it might
we
be.
should proceed forward a small amount so that we are not the direction something may follow us from.
Yeah.
Just for an hour.
I'm in no position to argue.
Thank you.
Can I take off the crown yet? Like,
I think it's stuck.
oh man.
So you have a crown now? You're being chauffeured around? Royalty now, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
And looking at how that bird is struggling, it looks like you've put on some pounds.
I see your genuine concern extends to even your family.
His crow goes.
You gotta keep calm when shit starts hitting the fan. Chaplain can't start moping around, otherwise shit doesn't get done. Let's go.
Okay, who's gonna lead?
Ah,
I don't know that I should guide us through the woods.
I definitely
Fuck it.
shouldn't.
I'll start the trek. What's the worst that could
Fuck
happen?
it.
oh, we're gonna get lost.
Start making those new characters.
Y'all starve to death in the woods.
Not
Go
the
One
ahead.
of them eats everybody.
Go ahead and give me a survival or a nature check. And what are your intentions?
Just to continue 180 degrees from the direction we came from for about an hour, so that we're not near the giant green pillar of light location, and find a spot to rest for the night.
Okay, so you're gonna continue moving for about an hour and then find a place to rest.
Correct.
Okay.
I just don't want to be there when things are like, hey, let's go investigate that green pillar of light.
Understood. Yeah. So you start moving through the woods and you get to that thick area again where there's that border of this thick bramble, and you guys cut your way through and struggle through the best that you can, trying to fit in Absol through, and after traveling for a short while, you guys come to an area where you make camp.
Okay.
Can I fit my hat over the crown?
It would
Or
look
is it
stupid,
like-
but you could do it.
Yeah.
It would look like putting a hat on over a hat.
Okay.
Scooch
just gonna
is gonna
keep
move
it.
Absol to the ground and give all of the scritches for being such a good owl bear.
So next time we have a magic crown, put it on the guy who has a metal head anyway.
I spilled mustard down my shirt.
Hey Bob,
Hey,
for
what?
absolutely no reason whatsoever, can I have a D6, please?
Yay.
And can I have a D12, please?
Yay.
All right. So yeah, so you guys managed to get Absol drug over to an area where he can get himself comfortable. You have the ability to walk. You just find it really difficult to do so without the ability to bend your knees. Also, your legs feel like they weigh about 150 pounds each. So, like you got two large children hugging each leg.
Yeah, I'm like waddling to a tree. If I get strong enough lifting these legs, I'm gonna have a killer kick. He falls back against the tree. I ain't doing shit tonight, so y'all cover rest and camp and all that.
Neat.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm just going to do my standard watch. I'm not going to mess with anything because there's not a lot of night left anyway.
Okay.
I'm dig in my bag and pull out my poisons.
It's probably about 1 in the morning right now.
Yeah, it's late.
So if you spend 4 hours, you will be done about sunrise.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you are doing any of your crafting tonight, you're not getting a long rest. I mean, I guess you could, depending on how long you guys sit in the woods, but your call.
I still squeeze in a short rest.
Warlocks.
Yeah, I guess you could say you could still fit in a short rest.
All right. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Because I am gonna take advantage of this table of fate roll I got.
I don't even know what it is yet, because Allie decided to do all of them at once, so I have
She's awesome.
5,000 lines of text I have to sift through. Okay, yeah, so all skill checks made at camp are with advantage for the remainder of the session.
Yep.
So, Absol, go ahead and make yours regular because you were going to make it at disadvantage.
Damn. Okay. Fuck.
Well, I mean, Lieutenant Dan, you're not used to your current scenario.
Bob, go ahead and give me another perception roll, please, because you get to do yours at advantage too. So we'll take the higher, or you can roll the exact same thing. That works too.
Wow.
I'm consistent
Anybody else doing anything at camp tonight?
with robotic precision.
If Arkin has a good handle on his existing spells, I would like to continue working on leatherworking, but if he isn't, then I would rather do that.
Does no one want to rest?
I mean, yours is more RP flavor than anything as far as learning the spells. So, I mean, do you feel like he's got a grasp on it? I mean, he hasn't really had a chance to do much of anything yet with it.
Well, his reading has all been about studying magic before he actually could effectively cast it. Like, that's what he's been reading all this time. So, well, he can just keep doing that later. I guess I'll go for leatherworking.
Do it with advantage and +2.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good one. And with that, you would finish up your leather.
Sweet.
All right, and it looks like Arkin, you get a short rest only. Do you want to use? You don't have any hit die to use. You're fine. So let's go ahead and do a short rest. Screech, you would get a long rest. Absol, you would get a short rest. And Chaplain, you would get a long rest.
Oh, thank God, spells.
So yeah, so you guys get about 5 or so hours of sleep before the sun's already beaten down. And even though it's nice and sunny out this morning, it's even more chilly than normal as you guys move into the first day of the month of Sasis.
I believe it is clear our primary objective is to find a solution for your legs. Where would you like to travel?
Get out of the woods. That would be a start back to the path.
Understood. Let me know when you are ready.
I'm ready. I ain't gonna be wandering around much.
But you have barely slept.
No, that's fine. We're just gonna be traveling, right?
Famous last words.
Well, we could go back to that spooky village where those, I don't know, demon worshippers were.
Yeah, we could do that. They do have a church. That's-
Then we shall try.
Just be on your guard, I guess. One of us are down. I don't want them to try to take advantage of that.
I'm going to lead the party back in the direction we came from.
I will put Absol back on top of Brup, but I will stop if Brup starts to look upset or starts to slow down. We're stopping. Screech will stop everybody and make them take a break.
My wisdom score just spoke. we're not heading directly past where we went, i.e. back towards the henge. We're going to go south a bit and then back over.
Okay.
So
So
we're
like to
heading
avoid
back,
the bramble.
Well, to avoid the henge, I don't want to go back to the glowing green pillar location while trying to backtrack, because something is certainly waiting there, is my opinion.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a
Skill I'm not proficient in?
check.
Here, Chaplain, take the map if you're going to be guiding us.
With advantage.
Thank you. Advantage... nature, probably?
Nature or survival?
They're the same.
Okay. So yeah, so you navigate your way through, taking note of some of the mental checkpoints you made on your way there, and as you get to the area where like the thick bramble is starting, you cut around that and head down. And after about 4 or so hours, you guys break into the clearing of the field, and off in the distance, you can see the creepy village, as Absol put it.
That's a big map.
Ooh. Look at those tree textures.
Ooh.
That grass. I got you, Cliff.
Like it. I like it.
Shall we all proceed together, or should I go by myself to investigate the chapel?
Well, since you offered.
Absol.
Yeah, you go check out the church. I'm gonna hang back.
I understand. Thank you.
Screech is staying with Prop.
All right, I'm heading off by myself towards the church. Contrary to Absol's advice, I'm not going to, be prepared for battle. Shield's going to be hidden, no weapons in hand. And I'm going to walk up to the front door of the church and knock on it and wait patiently.
Give me a perception check, please.
My bird's going to take off and start doing circles around the village, keeping an eye on Chaplain.
Okay, feel free to move him as you see fit. Remember, he can only move 150 feet. Every square is 5 feet, per usual. So, Chaplain, as you start walking up towards where the church is at, you notice that there are some bodies laying on the ground outside the church. And you see that one of the huts off towards the entrance of the village, smoke is actually bellowing out the front door of it.
I'm turning around and going back to the party.
Similarly, your crow would see this too, Arkin.
He's going to continue to survey.
Sure.
I have investigated, and it seems they have been attacked. We should go see if there are survivors. If there are, they are certain to be kind to our plight.
You're sure that the village was attacked and they ain't doing some...
There are dead bodies on the floor and huts on fire. It is fairly prevalent, but I may be incorrect.
Yeah, all right, let's go. Chaplain.
Yes.
This time, the shield be ready.
Understood. Shield deployed. This, in front of us, this wall that I assumed I was trying to go around.
It's a fence. It's just one of those old fences with just like 2 pieces of lumber stuck together between 2 posts.
So it is not in my way. Okay, I'm going to just cross over that.
Yeah, you can just step right over it.
Go investigate. I'm not gonna worry about Absol. He'll figure it out.
I'll catch up.
You've got a gun.
Come on,
you're
Bird.
fine.
You got this.
If the owl player can't make it over the fence, I'm going to walk with them around to the entrance.
I mean, you could, like I said, the fence is it's maybe 2-3 feet high. I mean, with a slight gallop and jump, it could step over it.
Or a battle axe.
I'm not gonna break their fence. Nobody told me to.
So everybody else is moving in?
Sure.
2-foot fence. Yeah.
Absol, mechanically speaking, you can only move 1 square per turn.
Oh, shit.
Great. All right. I'm gonna start off in a square.
So,
It's easier.
what are you guys doing? Go ahead and run through your mind what you're doing right now, which I'm assuming, based on the way it sounds, that Chaplain's leading this?
Looks like it.
Sounds like it.
I'll be playing catch up.
I'll be back there with you, and Brop. It's okay.
Oh, okay. I know you're waiting. I'm going to start by checking the closest bodies, see what kind of condition they're in, see what happened to them, and if there's nothing prevalent to tell me, oh, hey, we're under attack by X, or I can help this person, I'm going towards the burning building to investigate that, in case there's people inside.
Okay. As you walk over towards one of the bodies laying down in front of the church, you hear noise. What's that?
Is the church the T-shaped one?
It is.
Okay.
You hear noise from inside there, and as you look at the door is slightly ajar.
I'm going to turn around, look to the rest of the party behind me, wave, and then I'm going to turn around and look inside. And for audio listeners, I pointed at my ears, pointed at the church, and turned around.
Has anybody relayed any of this to Arkin at all? Because don't you lose the ability to hear and all that shit? Hear and see when you're using your crow?
Oh, no, he's not using his sense right now. The crow is independently flying around and is going to start making noise if there's a threat.
Okay.
Also, we don't know what Arkin's familiar can do. We just know if Arkin has a bird. So
I don't think
Just call him
Arkin
Arkin.
even knows what it does yet.
Barkin.
Does he? That shutter that he fucked with last time, he's going to use his mage hand to kind of pull it open ever so slightly.
So you're on the wrong side of the building to do that.
Oh, I thought it was the...
It was the right side.
He's going to go around to the other side then.
Which way is he going around? The back of the building?
Yes.
Okay, so there's windows on that side too. Is he looking in them or anything, or is he just specifically walking over there?
He is whichever window's closest then.
Well, you were standing right next to 2 windows, yeah.
Okay, yeah. He will see if he can peek inside one.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a investigation. Or perception, I guess, would be more... Yeah, let's do perception.
Okay. I can see things now.
So you see Chaplain point to his ears and then point to the building, and you sort of turn and look inside, and you see something shuffling about towards the back. But it's like pitch black in there, and all you can really do is make out the outline of this humanoid figure moving around.
Dark vision doesn't help?
No, it does. That's how you're able to actually see it's a humanoid figure moving around.
Gotcha. Can I see which direction the figure is facing?
Its back is facing you right now, and it's bent over, and it's like it looks like it's like rustling through something. Its arms are moving, like, from the way it looks right now, its arms are moving almost frantically, like through something.
All right. Without saying a word, Yeah, he's gonna try to slip inside stealthily and basically hide in there while this person's back is turned. Yeah, could have been better.
Or to a 12.
You get a +2 on that, so it'd be a 14.
Okay.
So you're gonna climb through that window?
Yep.
Okay. So you climb through the window, and when you bring yourself inside, you see that this is indeed a church, and it looks like something tore through here like crazy. There are pews flipped and broken. You see that there are the bodies of 3 naked female elves that are in the front by an altar. And you see that there is a figure that is like bent over doing something by a book. And as you step in there, there is a slight crack from one of the broken pews. And as you step on that pew and it cracks, this thing snaps its head over to you. And as it spins and you see this thing, it looks like a large built elf, but its arms are coils of snakes. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative, please.
I am concerned.
Yeah.
Also trying to remember. There it is.
Alright.
Also, this music that's playing right now is supposed to be battle music, and this is not very battle music.
It's creepy music.
So, you see this thing turn and look at you, Arkin.
Yep, he is going to nope right the fuck back out that window.
That'll be 10 feet of movement for climbing through a window.
Okay.
And then you still have the rest of your movement to do what you want. Bless you, Bob.
For clarity, giant elf-like creature with snakes for arms. Is it a bunch of snakes for arms or just like 2 snakes?
Man, you'll have to wait till you can see the damn thing, huh?
Taking fucking notes for next week's recap. How dare you? I'd help you.
Coils of snakes, I said.
Coils.
These shutters, how are they locked or latched or anything? Like
They're not. They're just shut. They're very old. They look handmade and like with whatever was just laying around. Yeah, if you were to like check, it probably has like a hook on the inside that they could close and hook shut.
he will use his mage hand on the other side to latch it, and he's he's gonna turn over to where Absol and Screech are. And he's like, "Nope, time to go." He starts running past them.
Turn around, Berkman. We're going back.
And he's done.
In Chaplin's voice, she says, "Chaplin?"
Not yet, she doesn't, because it's Chaplin's turn.
Oh, yeah.
What have I heard? Or is
give
that
me
a
a
perception check?
Give me a perception check and let me know. So, were you heading in there when you pointed at their ears and then
Yeah,
said you were?
I turned to just peek inside.
Okay.
So I just glance inside and see what's there.
Yeah. So, give me a perception, please. So you go to push the door open. So you do like here-ish.
Yeah.
And as you're pushing the door open, you just hear shutters clatter shut, and then you hear Arkin on the other side of the building saying, "Nope." and then you hear a little bit of commotion on that side of the building.
I'm going to step back and look back at the group and just like see what the nope is.
You're seeing. You peek back around the corner just in time to see Arkin like full sprint and like jumps over the fence into the field.
So that's not a surprise. What about Screech and Absol on a stick?
They really haven't had a chance to react yet. They're just kind of like, you see their head sort of follow Arkin.
Okay, well, I'm going to step back a little bit further so I'm in their clear line of sight, shield deployed, and just kind of ready and waiting to follow in their lead.
Okay, so you're going to take the defensive action then.
Yes.
Okay. Screech.
Noping out. Like, Absol went and ran to hide. Surprise.
Hold on, I'm checking if
Arkin.
Right.
Absol's not running anywhere.
Hold on, guys.
Yep, I did not make curiosity one of her flaws, so she's not gonna peek in a window. So she's gonna gesture for Brooke to leave and start going after Arkin. She's just gonna be like, okay, whatever.
You are free to move your character wherever you want her to be.
And is Absol still on Brooke?
Yes.
Should I move him with me since I'm moving at
Nope,
Brooke's
we can
pace?
move it on his turn.
Okay.
Anything else?
No.
Alright. What's your crow doing?
Still surveying, unless something looks dangerous. It's gonna keep circling.
You certainly haven't found anything dangerous.
Nope.
Alright. Absol, you're kind of at the mercy of what tells you to do, unless you make the choice to jump off.
Nah, don't think he feels like dying yet.
Okay, so then it's gonna turn around and hop the fence too.
Everyone runs, like slap a burr on the ass, like let's go. Like trying to ride her faster and shit, and she's just walking.
You guys hear this explosion of splintered wood as this creature comes barreling through this window, and as it barrels through this window, you guys see this huge 15-foot python, and you see it turn back into this humanoid figure with these coils of snakes for arms, and it's looking both ways, and it locks eyes with Chaplin.
Yay!
Oh, good.
And you hear it say something in this voice that sounds what languages do you speak again?
Not enough of them.
Do you speak Abyssal?
Nope.
You hear it say something in this language that is this garbled talk with almost two voices talking at once. And it just begins rushing at you.
Interesting. Oh, goody.
And
I
Barrel's
assume
like,
it looks like it's running fairly quickly.
it's moving at a fair pace.
At least as fast as your average human can run.
Yep. That'd be a fair deduction to make. And Barrel's like, oh look. one of the members of the city. We should ask it what happened.
I believe it is what happened to the members of the city. You may be confused.
We've got this under control.
It's like, well, in that case... And he steps between you and this creature. He's like, I'll take care of this. And he pulls out his mace and he swings at it.
Ooh.
And Solo's the monster. I can hope.
Why did it do it that way? Hold on. There we go. And he pulls out his mace and he just swings at this thing as it's moving forward and uses its own momentum against it and just hits it. And as it does, it sort of sways sideways a little bit, drops down to a single knee, looks at you, and as it does, it raises both of its arms forward, and you see there are dozens of snakes, and they all are hissing, like, in unison at Beryl. And back up at the top, Arkin.
Yeah, so they're beyond the tree line now, right?
No, so they're in the field still. The trees are still a couple dozen feet away. There's a good 50 or so feet of this tall grass field before you get to the tree lines.
Yeah, he's gonna call his crow back to him, and he's gonna use the dash action and just get to that tree line.
Oh my god.
Fucking god.
All right. Chaplain.
I'm going to take a step forward and help align with Beryl. You're going to have to help me with this. I want to use the hex from my robes.
Okay.
But I'm seeing you put it under life domain, which is fine. I don't actually know who I target with that, because it's a bonus action. They take an extra d6 if I hit them for the combat, and they get a weakened ability check, although I don't see how to pick which one that is.
You
It
should
should be
have
one
this-
for self, then one for the enemy.
Okay.
If you click on the magnifying glass.
Yep, there's a self, neat, and target the enemy.
And the ones that say self, you don't actually have to target yourself, or it'll only do it for
Good
you.
to know.
And what skill did you want to give it a?
It's a pile of snakes. Let's go for dexterity.
All right, and let me see here. And is it an action to do that?
It is
A
a
bonus.
bonus action, so I'm still going to Sacred Flame its face.
Okay, you can go ahead and do that.
Yep. Make it roll a wisdom save, which it fails, thank God.
It did.
I think this is the first time I've dealt damage with this. And thanks to the necrotic, I actually did something worth writing down.
All
So
right.
I
And do you want to use any of your movement or anything like that?
I use a little bit of movement to step forward and kind of form a defensive line with Beryl so that we're side by side, so it's not one of us in front of the other, but it's both of us kind of tanking it together.
Okay. And does that say that that Hex gives disadvantage on saves?
I
On
believe it's ability checks.
yeah. So every ability that uses dexterity now.
Does it say save or does it say check?
No,
Double
like
check.
the skills. So like it would be acrobatics.
The target
So
has
those would be
disadvantage
checks.
on ability checks.
Checks.
Right.
That's what I was asking for. Thank you. Because when you're typing the code for it, there's a difference between saves and checks. Okay, cool. Oh wait, no, I probably shouldn't put that on Chaplin.
I appreciate that.
Okay, cool. Screech. You just seen, as you guys all hop over the fence and start running, you just see Arkin just pick up this extra boost of speed, and he's like, choo, 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 choo. And then you just see, like, him disappear to the trees.
Team player, that one.
Yep. Can I hear what's going on behind me at all with Snake Man and Chaplin and Barrel?
Uh,
Give me a perception.
We broke through the
I
wall.
can't turn around if I don't know what's
to...
going on. Fuck.
No, I mean, between, like, you hear there's some commotion going behind, but no, you're really, all you hear is just, like, the sound of kind of grunting and whatnot as he's moving with all this extra weight on him. Or her.
Then Screech is gonna keep running next to Brup.
That's okay.
Unless Absol says something and notices something, she doesn't know what's going on, so...
How does it feel?
I don't like not being
So are you just using your regular movement, or are you using the dash to try to keep up with Arkin? What are you doing?
I'm staying next to Brup.
Brook's moving with you, so...
well...
Otherwise you guys are just standing still.
Probably just regular pace, not
Okay.
dash. Because Brup's carrying Absol.
Okay.
He weighs a ton.
Alright. Absol. You're, being ushered through this field. You've seen Arkin just Forrest Gump his way through the field, into the woods.
He is gonna look back and see where Chaplin and Barrel are.
Okay, give me a perception check, please. You turn around just in time to see this creature take off at this full-fledged run, get hit by Barrel, and then you see Chaplin step to the side and shoot this flame out.
You're gonna try to steer Bert to the left so he can get a shot.
Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, you managed to pull to the side enough so you have a clear shot. Go ahead and make any attack at disadvantage, as you are not proficient on mounted combat.
Yeah. All right, disadvantage. Oh no, I dropped a 20. Does that hit?
It does not hit. Chaplin, you hear the sound of this explosion off in the distance, and you see some of the hay and other matting from this roof to your left just sort of aerosol for a moment and then fall to the ground with debris.
Down and left, please.
It ain't that easy. It's saying you're a typical stallion. He's like leaning over trying to like, get an angle on this thing. Fucking Screech, go help them. I'll be along shortly.
Okay, so did you at all in creating Absol think you'd have to roll animal handling?
While you had stone legs on the back of an owlbear.
With a crown
Figured
glued to your
a
head?
horse was in his future, but no.
I mainly took animal handling as a joke and because Cliff said it'd be funny.
And I was right. Are you doing a second attack?
He can't unless he hits with his first.
Oh, that sucks. Anything else
Attack
you
the
doing?
hay bale again.
Actually, let's hex.
Destroy
This.
roof.
Throw another hex on him.
I'm willing to say too that with that animal handling there, that you could probably gain control to actually steer Screech a bit more. Like you could actually, or not Screech, but well, they're one and the same, really. But you could steer back towards the area there if you want to use half your movement speed.
Let's go about right here, not jumping over the fence, but
Okay.
inside of this thing.
Sure.
And I'm gonna throw a hex on him too.
Okay.
Would it be the Mr. Barup?
I mean, we're assuming it's a he. Could be a she.
Throw that on
I've
him.
been saying that and
Throw that on
stuff
myself.
for the owl
I
bear.
was
I never.
making a comment on Mr. the Jackal.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. the Barup.
All right, let's give him disadvantage on strength checks. His body's all fucked up
One
now.
second here. I need a ruling.
Oh, if he can have disadvantage in more than one save? Oh, more than one hex.
You cannot do that.
Ah,
All right, I'll.
Actually, you know what? It says. Your spells are cast for separate casters.
I hope they stack so we can have a party of 6 people hit all
So
the checks.
the disadvantage would not stack, but you would be able to get the damage bonus on yourself.
Okay.
So the way that the ruling says on this is that multiple effects cannot stack, but because there are 2 separate effects with hex, one that gives you a bonus and one that gives them a disadvantage. The disadvantage would not, but your attack bonus would. So you both are going to have your own bonuses, but the disadvantage to dex is still a thing. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, that's it. He's gonna try to hold Bert as steady as possible so he can get some clean shots off instead of having to wiggle around on this thing.
All right. And this thing, like I said, it's got both arms out looking at Beryl and Chaplin with all these snakes hissing. And you see the snakes sort of independent of the arm itself moving, just strike forward. Hitting Chaplin, Chaplin, you feel this course of poison flow through your system. You could feel it interacting with all the mechanical fluids that pump through your arms. And you look and see these snakes bite down onto Beryl as he puts an arm up to block, and you see one lock onto its arm, and as it pulls back, it ripped through the rocky layer, and you see kind of the soft, fleshy bit underneath. And Beryl looks down at this chunk that was ripped off, and you see him with this, like, look on his face. This sadness that just washes over him. And you see him sort of uncharacteristically, like, go blank. And he just begins, like, moving his arms around in a sort of a flowing manner. As he heals himself for 5, and actually no, he's gonna heal himself for 5. Arkin, you've made your way into the woods, and like you're not hearing anybody else coming for some reason.
Yeah, He's gonna turn back and not see anyone behind him. He will then communicate to his crow, basically asking, "What's going on? Where's Absol?"
And the crow's headed back. He's like, Absol's at the fence.
He ain't got no legs.
Why is he still there? Fine. He starts dashing back, heading.
All right. But you'd make it to right about where you're at right now. And as you do, you see Screech is still sort of like heading towards the wood line, and then sort of makes this turn over as Absol is grabbing the reins and pulling. So Screech sort of stops and is looking, and then you come.
So I know there's an archetype of dashing rogue, but this isn't how they meant it.
I just had to go take a piss real quick.
Oh my god. I hate you so much.
Did that pun not come up during your play?
No. Surprisingly.
You're welcome.
And your dash would have to be an action right now, right?
No, it's a bonus.
Is it a bonus? Okay. Is there an action that you want to do?
He's gonna yell, "Absol, what are you doing?"
I don't suppose you expect me to run after you now, do you?
Trust me, you don't want to go that way.
I see it. I'm pretty sure it can move faster than me.
You just run with my legs.
Its back is turned. Shoot it, get it, weak spot. Whatever you're good at, man.
5. Check the range on this. God damn it.
Just do not make me run away from this thing.
You're currently. Why would it not show me that? Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet off.
30 or 35?
It's right on the border of 30, 35. Why is 30 the range on that?
Yes.
It's just within range.
Okay.
But you're shooting through an owlbear, your brother, Screech, and a tree, so you're going to be doing it with a -5 penalty.
Yeah.
Perfect odds.
Don't know if I want to take that. You know what? Screw it. Let's see what happens here.
Why are you not running? He shoots him in the back.
Son of a bitch.
All right, I'll run. Fuck.
Now you can't run at all. That is a hit.
Holy shit. Okay. Make sure it's piercing. Oh, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Fine, we kill this thing and then we leave. He's done.
Chaplain, you just hear the sound of a bolt flying through the air, and it hits the back of this thing, and it like writhes in pain, and its head looks backwards, like impossibly so, bends back, but its arms are still facing you guys.
Thank you, Arkin. Gonna make an assumption if something gets hurt out of nowhere, it's Arkin. If it's not preceded by a loud bang.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, with this thing snapping its head back too, you could see Arkin like basically in a straight shot back, holding his crossbow out.
So I'm going to do another Sacred Flame at that, and... Aha!
It did not make it safe.
Neato. And then I'm going to stop targeting him, target Barrel, and do a healing word, which is just a bonus action heal.
Yep.
And I'll throw my I'm a cleric of life nonsense on there for a couple extra points.
And he just
All right.
looks at you and nods. And again, his tone is real somber right now.
That's right. We can talk it out later. And that's all I got. I'm going to stand and hold the line.
Screech. You seen turn around and head back.
You're gonna turn around and see why, and
as you do, through the breaking of the fence and then just beyond this tall pine tree, you see this creature that is fighting Chaplain and Barrel, and you hear the sound of a crossbow going off to your side, and see the bolt sticking this thing's back, and you see it just tilt its head all the way back, like impossibly so, bending backwards like a noodle, as it's staring at you with its head upside down.
The look of noodle got to me. I don't know why. Alright, we got something to fight. That's exciting. So, back over the fence.
Screech. Smash.
Screech smash. So 30 feet of that.
It's only about 20 feet away from you.
I'm gonna draw her axe and run up to it. We're gonna smack it.
Bet you won't do it.
Bet you I will. I actually have to target it. I remembered.
Yeah.
I'm proud of me for remembering.
Hey.
Not bad.
That's definitely a hit. So, as your little ass scales over this fence and starts running and pulling out your axe, you see this thing who's looking at you like this, like upside down. You see its head turn and twist. So it's looking at you right side up, even though its body is still bent backwards like this. Its head is turned around.
I hate it.
And right when you cock back to hit this thing, it tucks forward and you end up hitting it right in the brunt of the force hits its back. And it lets out this hissing noise as one of its arms cocks back, and you see now there are a half dozen or so snakes staring right at you.
Okay.
Okay. What's your crow doing?
He's turning around and heading back to basically just perch on Arkin's shoulder, and that's it.
All right. And Absol, what are you and Brooke doing?
Trying to hold her steady so I can get a clear shot.
You're still shooting off the back of it?
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Yep.
Got this.
13.
That is a hit.
Hold on. Let me do another one.
Both of those hit.
13 again. Awesome.
Yeah, so you hit it, and it, the first shot hits it, and you see its entire body spin around, and the second shot hits it square in the chest, and you see it just sort of tuck to the side and like fall over, and you're hearing it like this weird noise, this grumbling sort of gurgling sound coming from it. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
Nah, he's staying right there.
Okay. And
Wait, it fell over?
it fell over.
Is the ground really flat beneath it?
Yeah.
So that would be snakes on a plane? As you were.
Oh no, Chaplin died. What happened? So, Chaplin, as you're looking at this thing, you're noticing that its skin is starting to look sort of bubbly and almost looks like moving shapes underneath a cover.
Oh.
It's snakes wearing a skin suit, I'm assuming.
One way to find out.
And this thing is starting making this noise, and again, you're starting to hear this noise like a...
Screech, Barrel, please back up. I'm going, assuming it's, not jumping at us, I'm going to walk backwards quickly.
It's not your turn.
Yeah.
It's Barrel's turn. And why did you make yourself shrink?
I didn't know I could.
We're gonna have to lock your guys' tokens again.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Children.
I can't make myself smaller.
I'll fix it.
I can't.
Mega Chaplin.
You guys have lost your privileges.
I am the Megazord of our campaign.
And Barrel's like, what is this? What is it doing? Why is that not working that way for me? And he's like, looks like we got it. Arkin. You've seen Absol fire 2 shots off and this thing hit the ground.
Okay, you got it. Can we go now?
Didn't Chaplin say everything was dead? You don't want to take the time to rummage through an abandoned church?
No, not here. Not after seeing that.
You got a problem with snakes?
I have a problem with things that are not from this world. And that definitely was brought here from somewhere else.
You gonna let him talk to you like that, Absol?
Whatever is in this raggedy old town, they can keep it.
Yeah, that's... All right.
Besides, let's go. I'm concerned about your legs.
Of which we were
Touched.
looking for a healer here. I'm gonna back up as soon as you let me.
Yeah, I don't think you could hear that conversation from that far, Chaplin.
That's fair. Right, they're on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
Arkin's going to pull out a piece of meat from his rations and start going. Lure her away.
Give me an animal handling check, please, with a +2.
The most used skill this session. And
Yes. Ha!
Holy
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He bites his hand.
Oh my.
So like you pull out the meat and it like this owlbear snaps to attention at you. You almost get a nervous feeling with this thing looking at you the way that it is. And yeah, it begins just sort of like a squirrel running through tall grass. It's like jumping through the field after you.
Put the Absol on a rat.
Whoa, bro.
He's gonna start leading it away, and that's his turn.
Chaplin, you're seeing start hopping through the meadow, chasing after Arkin.
I'm just imagining like Absol, like, oh shit.
Yeah, Absol just barely holding on.
He's on the back of a bucking bull right now.
Yep.
And Melissa's deaf.
Better hang on, brother.
Hey,
Oh, no.
welcome back.
See him with his hat in one hand.
I'm gonna keep backing away from the bubbling, churning thing. Right. Our privileges have been taken away. I'm gonna call out. I think the creature may be diseased, but regardless, we should check for survivors. Screech, will you please help me? Barrel, as well. Please back up.
Anything else you're doing?
Well, does it look like it is in any way expanding?
Give me a perception
check,
or investigation.
The one I'm proficient in.
Yeah, so as you're seeing this thing, you're noticing that, like, it looked like I said before, like shapes moving under covers, like under blankets. And then you're starting to see the skin is real taut now, and you're seeing clear movement underneath it.
I would recommend backing up. I think it will explode into more snakes. And that's all I'm doing.
All right.
I'll back up a little bit more.
Okay. Screech, you just heard that.
But it's moving in front of me.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna smack it again.
Okay.
I'm just gonna smack it.
Go ahead.
Why would I? Why? It's still moving. It's clearly not dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Alrighty.
Oh, and here's where we lose 2 players.
And as you hit this, your axe cuts through this layer of skin and it tears like fabric under pressure. And inside, you see that there is this giant snake coiled up and it is eating itself. And as you cut the skin, it breaks free and it sort of poaches up and looks at you. This thing is about 10 feet tall or so at this point. So it is towering over tiny little Screech. And it is this giant python that is just looking down on you right now.
Oh, Screech is gonna get eaten.
Eating itself?
Yes.
And getting
The official
bigger
term
while-
is called autosarcophagy.
How does that make it bigger?
It's not bigger. It's the same size it was when it jumped through the window.
Okay.
It was just eating the dead skin.
Ah.
Oh. So all I did was cut through the skin, like I didn't hurt this
Oh no,
snake at all?
I mean, you definitely felt a solid connection with it with that. But when it did, it also tore that layer of flesh that it was eating, so it just burst through and stood up. Well, not really stood, but you know.
Oh, it was eating the skin.
The humanoid body it was eating.
Yeah.
Ah.
Felt like it was like in a circle, like devouring itself.
Yeah, I thought it was, your mom.
Yeah. It was it was coiled up, eating the whatever was inside of this humanoid body up. And then as you cut that skin, it bursts free. Yeah.
Good talk.
Anything else you want to do on your turn? As you see all this happening?
Be horrified?
I'm so used to being a rogue, I don't even know if I can, like, take a step back or if I have to disengage and take a step.
So you can't disengage because that's an action, and you don't have an action to do that. You can take a step back.
It'll eat me.
To be fair, it probably has reach.
Yeah, me too. I'm still gonna take a step back. I'll step back this way.
Okay.
It can probably still reach me, but at the same time, I can reach it.
You have reach.
Great Axe has reach.
Does it?
Yeah. I looked at it today.
Back in my day, in 3rd edition.
All right. Anything else you do on your turn?
Nope. Go
Okay.
ahead. Tell me I'm right.
Yeah, no, you are correct.
There
What's
we
your
go.
crow
I
doing?
like that.
I'm assuming the crow can see the giant 10-foot snake that just burst out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's just communicating to Ark and making sure he sees it too, and that's it. It's not doing anything else.
All right. Absol, you just saw that too. Actually, no, you didn't see shit because you're getting pulled away. You can either give me an animal handling check to try to regain control, or you can give me a strength save.
Do I have to beat John's nat 20?
Not necessarily.
Okay, I don't think I can even beat that if I got a 20. And
You could jump off. Tuck and roll, Granny.
Land on your feet. It'll be
Oh
fine.
my god, my straight save is even worse.
Oh
Well.
no.
Okay,
I don't think
I'm gonna
you
need
can
a
have
strength save
choice.
regardless. Absol, you're tugged around for a moment as Screech is following Arkin for whatever reason. You didn't really see the piece of meat that he pulled out when he was luring it with the tree. And it hops 3 times, and then you just feel yourself free fall into this tall grass. And you are now dismounted, laying in the weeds.
Oh no, what happened?
He's hiding.
He's just laying there. He's like, that'll help, Dick.
I don't know why that's so funny.
I told you to hang on.
I haven't been to a rodeo in a while.
You can get yourself to your feet on your turn if you want to, but you have no movement other than that.
Yeah, he's doing that. Like, dusted himself off.
Yeah, so you're standing in knee-high grass. You hear this loud hissing sound and turn to see this 10-foot tall snake looking down at Screech.
Hey, Arkin. The Screech might be a snack to that big ass snake right now.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Let's give her some help. And do I still have an action this turn?
You do still have your action, yeah.
Okay, good. Bonus action. Is this the same? Considered the same thing?
It
Do I have
is.
to move my. Okay. I
You don't have to move the
that.
axe.
Disadvantage. No disadvantage.
No, you're not. You're not mounted anymore.
Awesome. Not awesome.
Wait, get back on. You shot better.
Yeah, you try to aim for this thing's head, and the bullet catches one of the branches of that pine tree and just digs itself right in.
That's it.
All right. Screech, you see the hood of this python flare out as it dips back and it strikes.
I miss uncanny dodge. Ow!
Ow.
And as it bites you, as it's coming down, you see these fangs drop. It bites into you, and as it bites into you, you feel the strangest sensation you've ever felt in your life.
Happiness.
IRL, you know how when you have an IV in, you can feel the cold fluids rushing through your veins?
Nope, never had an IV.
Anybody who's ever had an IV, so imagine the sensation of feeling cold liquids rushing through your veins, the rest of your skin and everything remaining warm, but the liquid is cool. You get that, but you get a lot of liquid pumped into your veins as you take an additional 15 points of poison damage, and as you feel the poison course into your chest, you feel your heart stop as your body collapses to the ground unconscious.
Oh, God.
And the last sensation that you feel is a warm mouth wrapping around your legs.
I hate it.
We lost Screech.
Snake wants some drumsticks.
Nuggets.
And as this happened, Beryl like hurtles over the back end of the snake, like sliding over it like you would do the hood of a car in an 80s action film. Mm-hmm. And he goes down and he grabs Screech like underneath her wings and attempts to prevent her from being consumed from this thing. And heals her for 3 points of damage, bringing her back to consciousness.
Yeah.
So she can witness herself being
Yeah.
devoured.
Wait.
Oh, once you realize that, she will scream.
Yeah. So your focus comes to Screech, and you look down to see from your knees to your feet in the mouth of this giant snake.
Yeah, she'll screech.
Arkin, you see all this happening.
Absol, are you sure?
Save the goddamn bird.
Why do you hate me?
He lets out a long, over-exaggerated sigh. Starts running.
Don't get too close though. I don't want to clean you off after dragging you out of that thing's mouth.
Better yet, Cliff, is my fly speed the same as my run speed?
I don't think you really get a fly speed, do you?
Yeah, fair.
No, you do. It is the same speed as your run speed, yeah.
Okay, he is going to fly up to the roof of the church or chapel, whatever this is.
Okay.
And then he is going to take a shot from there. Let's see. Any sort of advantage by it, like being preoccupied, like it's not in combat right now, it's more so like just devouring Screech. Like, does that gain like any sort of same advantage of being like prone or anything?
No.
Okay.
For shits and giggles, Screech, go ahead and roll me 10d4 plus 20.
Oh my god.
Plus 20.
I think it's gonna be good. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, I see.
Yep.
Wow.
Give me a d12.
She's so healed. There's 2 Screeches now.
Screech is fighting for her fucking life.
As Beryl is continuing to like pull you out of the grasp of this, like you're constantly feeling like this pulse of like healing energy coming from him in his panic. And as it does, you're like feeling all of your wounds just heal. And by the time he grabs you and like pulls you out of the mouth of this thing, you actually feel stronger than you did before it hit you.
Beryl's my best friend.
And I'm sorry, Arkin, what are you doing now?
Hold on. Patient creatures. You can see whatever interest he's in. Okay, this does not require that it speaks the same language.
What's that?
Okay.
The deuce.
Hey, girl. Arkin's like, okay, let's see if I can do this. And then like he starts making these like gestures with his hands and everything, and speaking these words, and he is clearly trying to cast something. And he is going to attempt to cast hideous laughter on this snake thing.
Okay.
Ooh. What?
It nat 20 succeeds against your save.
I see.
So it has no. Is there an if it fails clause to that spell? I don't think there is if it's a level 1 spell.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
Yeah, no. It seems completely. It doesn't even know you're there.
Alright. Okay. Alright. That's his standard action, so yeah, he's done.
Alright. Chaplain.
Well, I was going to heal somebody, but it looks like that has been taken care of.
Absol.
I'm going to work with what keeps working. And Sacred Flame it's us, which keeps working.
Yep.
For a little bit of damage. And I'm going to run up and just try and pose a distraction towards it.
Okay. And what are you trying to do to distract it?
Sacred Flame it, but I will literally just start like slapping on it, just saying, "Hey, look, I'm right in front here." I'm not a combatant.
Shit.
Technically, I don't have an action to throw out. That to be fair.
I'm thinking like. You know what? Give me an intimidation.
Oh.
I'm excited for this.
At
least I didn't embarrass myself.
Intimidate.
Oh,
Screech. Your foot is being slid out of the mouth of a giant python as Beryl is helping you to your feet.
I'm yanking my foot out there and standing up as fast as I can, just like scrambling to my feet. And
I have a hard time saying that it would cost half your movement speed because you're so tiny.
yeah, right?
Like, okay, I'm standing, now I'm sitting, now I'm standing, now I'm sitting.
I'm just imagining Screech doing like the Russian kick dance. Just
wow.
sorry. This thing tried to eat me.
Yeah, it did.
But if Chaplin's attacking it, I should probably keep attacking it. So we'll just take another fucking swing and hope I don't get eaten again. I never said she was smart.
That's a hit.
I'll do That's... And... Sure, well, action search. Why not?
Ooh.
I'm not looking at using things I can do.
That's a miss.
Oh.
Okay. It's understandable.
All right. You want to use your movement, anything like that?
Yeah, I'll move another 5 feet. Just, nope.
All right. What's your crow doing?
Going to fly over. Let's see, 30. That's probably not close enough to actually. Oh no, that's within range, right? And it's pretty much just going to be flying around this thing's face, being a distraction.
Okay.
I think it really has any real attacks.
I mean, I'm sure it does. Yeah, it has an attack if you want to use it.
Yeah, it's going to try to attack its eyes.
Are you actually going to do a called attack?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just flapping around in front of it.
Yeah, it's going to keep trying.
Absol.
Let's take another shot.
At this angle, you would be shooting through the tree and through barrel, through the fence. You're going to be doing it at a -5.
Oh, thanks. You got this.
That is a miss. Do you want to use your movement?
What would that be? 5 feet?
Yeah, one square. Any direction you want. You got 8 to choose from.
Pick up.
He's like, oh, no offense.
Waddle up over to that fence and get ready for my next turn.
Yeah, you do.
Just prepping himself for this jump. Like to the end.
You and Claptrap have the same weakness now.
Wow.
Shout out
Chaplin, your
bonus
distraction.
action.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, let's throw on the Hexblade's Curse too. And for myself. Boom. All right.
All right. Yeah, what does that one do?
It's my special power. Can add my charisma modifier as just straight bonus damage. It turns a 19 or 20 into a critical hit.
Nice. Okay. While all this is going on, this snake doesn't seem to really be paying attention to anything except for Chaplin at the moment, who ran up and began slapping it, and as you did, it snapped its head to you, and it opened its mouth, and you see these 2 fangs drop out, and it lunges forward.
You ever have that sudden moment of clarity where you realize you don't want what you asked for? Oh, thank God I have armor.
And as it goes to bite, you put your shield up, and it clatters against it, and you feel it push you back about 2 feet with your feet in the dirt, just skidding backwards from this impact.
You are God, it's your discretion, but I have an 8 strength. I assume I buckle at the knees and don't slide. I just go, ah!
That's fair.
Yeah, you're painting me as some heroic dude. No, I'm like medic bot.
It's hit. Oh no!
I'm being hit. All right, and
Thank you, armor class.
And Beryl, after seeing that Screech is fine, he turns and looks at this thing and just takes this massive overhead swing at it. And as it's lunging at you, he goes to swing, and he catches just a corner of it, and the mace just slides off and hits the dirt. Arkin, your turn.
He's gonna use the cover of the rooftop and the distraction to let's see here. See, since he doesn't, the snake didn't really see him go up there. Can I make a stealth check?
Sure.
Right. Wants to remain hidden while he takes this next shot.
Okay. Go ahead and take it at disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Why a disadvantage?
The lore reason is because you're standing on a shitty roof and it's hard to keep your footing. The real reason is because someone played a card of disadvantage against you.
Oh, boo. Wouldn't that wash, though, if I'm getting...
You're not getting advantage, though, are you?
Well, that's what the stealth purpose was, so he doesn't see it coming.
Oh, yeah, so if you would have rolled high enough, that would give you advantage, but no, you did not roll high enough to get advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Disadvantage. And let's see what happens. Drop
It is a hit.
Nice. Well, there's plenty of people close enough, so I get my sneak attack.
Yeah, so as you gain your footing just long enough to let this bolt fly through, it hits it, and as it does, you hear it just, and it's like snaps its head over and it's surveying the different areas and it's looking right at you.
Let's see here. So with that, then he is going to use cunning action. And he is going to... Well, I guess he doesn't really have to. He's not within melee range. But he's going to reposition himself on the roof to stay out of sight of this thing. Or to drop out of sight.
Yeah, so as you slide down that side of the roof, you see this thing coil all the way to its 10-foot height, and it's following you.
Okay. Keep going this way then.
Yeah, so you scramble back up and dip down, and as you look over your shoulder, you see this thing is following your movement, though.
Okay.
Chaplain Bot.
From what I've watched so far, I'm sure this is a roll. Does this thing seem intelligent, like understand language level?
Give me an insight.
I was hovering over the button, assuming that's what you'd ask for.
Seeing as it was saying something to you as it was running towards you, you would assume that it's sentient enough that, yeah, it understands language. Whether you speak the language it understands or not, you don't know, but...
Would I have recognized the language?
You did not know the language.
The most common language of the land is Elven?
Yes. And that definitely was not Elven it was saying to you.
Wait, no, it's killed people. I'm gonna kill it. I'm thinking through logic. I should end this peacefully so it can eat more people. Never mind.
So judgmental.
What?
Can it atone?
What it can't do is make a dex save, which is I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
Because I've been more effective in this combat than I think I've ever been.
So, Chaplain, as you slay this beast, what does it look like?
Well, since it's up on its tiptoe, staring at Absol or Arkin and not paying attention to me, a flash of light bursts from its head and it slumps forward and drags against the side of the tavern church until it hits the ground.
Yeah, so you see its head following along Arkin as you hit it with this flame, and as you do, you see the flame just sort of and like engulfs its body momentarily, and as it does, it sort of flails one way, and when it does, its body hits the top of the roof, and you see it sort of knock some of the hay off of it, and then it flails the other way, and as it does, its body hits the roof caves, and you see the body sort of flip inside as it takes down the roof. Arkin, you feel the roof just like coming down underneath you, and you're able to scramble and jump off the edge of this church as the roof caves in.
Keep.
Is anyone injured?
I think he got my legs.
I would hope that those are more durable currently. I am going to check for survivors.
Screech is gonna take her axe and go chop off this thing's head.
You're gonna walk
Just in
inside the
case.
chapel?
Yeah.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna go chill next to a tree.
I am searching for survivors. If there's anyone I can save.
Okay.
Arkin is also searching for survivors.
Everybody that is searching for survivors, go ahead and give me an investigation check, please.
Ooh, so I'm looking around on the outside, I guess.
You're looking for survivors from the tree.
Nope.
There aren't any under this tree. I checked twice.
Just
Oh, we
leaning
ain't
and
find
looking.
shit.
Absol, as you're leaning against this tree, you notice that there is like a knot and there's a hole. And seems how you really don't feel like moving yourself to where everybody is, you let curiosity get the best of you, and you sort of reach in and see what's in there. And inside of that hole, you find a diamond of perfect quality.
Well, that's it. Mission's over. Go home.
Yeah, let's pocket that. Y'all find anything?
Find my rolls? Nah.
Can I take one of this thing's teeth?
Give me a survival check.
Oh, I'm gonna break it.
No, you're gonna get stabbed.
That's 2. It's fine.
Oh!
Yeah, so in this order, Screech, you single cleave this thing's head clean off with your axe. And the head sort of rolls down some of the uneven debris, and it kind of lands squishy side down next to where the altar's at. And you hear like a you walk over to it and you grab the fang and you wiggle it a bit and you're able to dislodge it. And as you sort of push the head over and watch it roll a little bit, it rolls over to the corner and it hits the sack. And as it hits the sack tips out and you see a few items spill out.
Well, now I have to go see what the new things are.
I thought you said the curiosity wasn't one of yours.
Well,
But they're things.
she saw this happen.
Aren't birds attracted to shiny objects?
Uh-huh. So you find a ring,
Okay. I gotta get that. Should I add these to my inventory, or are you?
I can.
Okay.
You find a helmet.
Let's give that to Abs. Oh.
Oh.
Imagine a helmet with the beak and just like, like
You
eyes too
find
big, don't line up with that. Just I can't see shit.
you find a shield.
Can you replace your shield, your chaplain?
Chaplain cannot.
I need a shield for reasons.
And you find some padded armor.
It's
Does
like
Does it look better than what I'm wearing now?
No, I mean,
chainmail.
it looks flashier, but it definitely doesn't look as heavy as what you have on.
padded armor is like wearing a quilt and saying I'm armored. Like, sure, it beats a t-shirt, but go away unless you clank. I'm gonna leave this unarmored for you.
Really?
Missing
Alright.
context for the internet, I've made 10 suits of armor and got married in one.
Alright, I'm gonna keep everything but the armor, but I'll hold on to it to show it to the group, see if anybody else wants it.
And for everybody else, Arkin, you step over a few bodies, and you notice that these people are like really poor farming people. Oh, they were, but they're all dead. And yeah, you don't really find much of anything here that you think is valuable. To add insult to injury, you probably step in like horse shit somewhere.
Don't you like someone's like, I'm alive, help me, just step over them.
I'm alive, help me. Oh, that's a nice ring you have there. Chaplain. Similarly, you find a few people, but they're beyond any help that you can provide.
Look roughly snake killed.
You notice that some of them have like snake bite marks on them, and other ones you can't really tell what the cause of death was. But I mean, it'd be pretty safe to deduce. Yeah.
So of course, the roof that caved in was the chapel.
Correct.
Okay. I will want to, before we leave, once I think that we're clear and there isn't anyone I can save, I'm going to go to the chapel just to see if there's any holy texts or religious artifacts that I should save.
Yeah, as you walk in, you can see that the roof has damaged most everything that was in there. Less this area in the front where there was like the altar, and you see that there is a tome that this was in the area that the creature was in when you first seen it. Oh no, you didn't see the creature. There's a tome at the front by the altar, but as you pick it up, it's mostly burned, and it has snake blood all over it.
I'm going to hold on to it. And if there's nothing else interesting looking here, I assume it's in the language I can't read.
It's really in such disarray. There's not really much to read.
I'm going to walk outside to the tree and up to Absol and I understand little of your god, but I feel like this is something that may be in their realm. And offer the snake blood book.
I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that, but
I am trying to be inclusive.
yeah, you find anything to help with the whole leg situation?
Unfortunately, not at this time.
All right.
However, I'm
Well-
certain there are beds that we could spend the night in as opposed to the ground. What time is it?
Yeah.
Ish.
By this time, it's about 5 p.m.
We're at a place with beds.
Yeah, let's scrounge up some food, get some beds. I'm down for some sleep. Oh, I think Burr ran off after some meat or something. Maybe someone should round her up.
Screech.
Screech will just walk in the direction of the field and
You just see, like, from the tall grass, his head just, like...
like gesture for her to come over and feed her.
It pokes out and just starts leaping through the grass, hops over the fence.
I love that so much. If I could draw an owl bear, that's what I would draw. It's just
And as you guys see Screech walk out and call, "Broop," you see that she's carrying, like, this satchel over her shoulder.
Well, it's nice to see someone found something.
and she'll as she's waiting for to come back, she'll pull out the padded armor and just kind of like toss it at the brothers and just one of them will probably use it.
You don't think I'd want...
Don't mind if I do.
You're made of armor. Why would you?
I'm being a smartass.
She has some amount of common sense. I'd like to think. Not really.
Arkin's gonna immediately slip on the ring. Or Absol.
Y'all A names.
What? The
Absol's
ring?
gonna, the ring
What ring?
that Screech found.
Mm-mm.
Screech shouldn't
He
bring
threw
up
the-
any ring.
I didn't bring up any.
Padded armor.
I tossed the padded armor to you.
Oh. Yeah, he ain't touching that then.
And not really to you. It was more of like a threw it on the ground in
Yeah.
between you two.
I don't need it.
So as this armor hits the ground, you see that it's like it's well made padded armor, something that is well beyond what you would expect to see in a archaic village like this. And it has stitching that actually seems to be made out of some metallic fiber. And yeah, it has a very high quality appearance.
Well, Arkin's gonna look at Absol's armor and see how sturdy it looks.
Basic armor.
I'm
Nothing special about it. Studded leather. That's it.
So padded armor is 11 plus dex mod.
Yeah, I think studded armor is actually better, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Arkin will pick it up and kind of inspect to see if it like has any special. It seems to have any special properties, even if he can't tell what they are just yet.
Like I said, it definitely seems valuable, first and foremost, so that would pique Arkin's interest.
Let me see if this has any form of value, and then we'll decide what to do with it.
Yeah. Let's have you carry some stuff. Don't want to weigh me down anymore.
This village, there's obviously a destroyed church. Do any of the other buildings look different than just a house? I see, you have the two little rectangular ones.
No, from when you were poking through, they're all just homes. It just appears that the rectangular ones house multiple families in it.
Gotcha. Mostly looking to see if there was a place that would practice medicine, but that's probably the church. Okay. I'm going to... Were any of the houses empty of people that had beds that I could point them towards?
In the relative term, they were all empty of people.
Okay. I'm going to wander around and find a place with 4 beds that doesn't have a bunch of bodies in it.
Can you find something close, please?
Yeah, that first building that you guys are actually right next to there, as you peek in that, you see that one's empty, and there are beds in there.
If you would like, this building has empty beds. If you would like to sleep not on the floor, I will spend the night outside.
Barrel's
Waddles
like, I
over.
rather prefer the floor. And
After 10 minutes of
20
walking.
minutes, yeah.
I could carry Absol over, honestly. Maybe.
I'm going to wander around and look for a shovel.
Yeah, you could find one pretty easily. It's sort of a crude spade built out of, like, a flat rock with a stick sort of wedged on it and tied down.
Okay. I'm going to spend my night burying as many bodies beside the chapel as I can.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
Sleeping.
Arkin's gonna study the armor to see if it does anything special.
Are you going to attune to it?
If that's what it requires.
It is.
Okay.
Okay.
He'll do that.
And what's Screech doing?
Trying to train to do some tricks.
Okay. What are you trying to train it to do?
First, simply, like, stay, sit, and become when called. Very basic things. Once she can master those, then we'll move on to, like, balancing the tree on her nose.
Okay. Give me an animal handling, please.
Most used skill of the session.
Yup. Stop laughing, Sin.
We just have to find a way for me to end up using animal handling.
That is not a success. We're gonna treat this like a downtime activity. So, little rambunctious, little heavy on the beak. Nips at you a few times when you're trying to do it.
She's a baby, it's fine.
The whole time she's doing that, like Arkin's gonna be taking little tiny bits of meat you can barely see, and just like flick them in that direction just to distract.
You're such an ass.
Hey, just for shits and giggles, give me another animal handling.
Such an ass.
We're gonna keep the 13. That was disadvantage.
Wait, don't I give off advantage?
Oh yeah, you do give advantage because of the yeah. So 13 it still is.
Yeah.
Up and down with that one.
Yep. Chaplain, give me a Constitution save with advantage, please.
I just dragged my entire thing.
Quit dragging your thing all over the place.
And for what it matters, I'm immune to exhaustion and that kind of little
Hey, you don't tell me.
Yes, God. Sorry, Mr. the God.
So you find from examining this thing that there are some magical properties to it. And give me an Arcana check, please, with a +2 at advantage.
I assume you're talking to Arkin and not me
Yeah,
about a
Arkin,
shovel.
sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Dead body.
I thought that was self-evident, but I could see how that would be confusing.
Tuning to a dead body.
And you see that this armor has 3 distinctive properties. A +1 to wisdom, a +1 to investigation, and a +1 to the motherfucking violin.
What's with the violin and all these magic items?
Right.
We're gonna get like a violin that shoots flames or something. Violin of fireballs.
If that happened, Screech would turn into a fucking bard so goddamn fast.
That would be fair. Support it.
He's like, he looks over at Screech. Like, yeah, I'm gonna sell this. And puts it in his bag.
And you also deduce that it's only worth about 5 gold to the untrained eye.
Yep.
All right. So you guys managed to make it through the night with relatively no disturbances. There's no foot traffic to this village. This place is basically off the map.
Wait, what kind of armor is Screech wearing?
Chainmail currently.
Oh, that's way better.
Mm-hmm.
How much body do I get buried before the morning?
5.5.
Leave that
You
last
managed.
one.
You managed to get almost everybody that you found buried.
And you gave everyone a long rest. In theory, I wouldn't have that because I spent the night burying people, so I'm gonna just tick off the level 1 spell I had used.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, so what's the plan now? How are we gonna get you new legs?
Hey, Chaplain,
Yes.
who made your legs?
Hey, Cliff.
Yeah.
Do I know who made my legs? Or
God.
who made me?
God.
Obviously, the divine created all of us.
Okay. All right, keep your secrets.
Oh, you mean physically constructed. I was obviously not sentient at the time of my construction, so I do not know.
All right.
Cliff, do I know of any other of my temple on this continent? Or was mine the only one?
You when you woke up, well, you know your story.
Yeah.
There wasn't really a lot of people there.
Well, from my time living there, would I know of other temples of the same denomination on this continent?
No, this one does not have it.
Okay.
There are only of your specific church. There are only 3 others that you know of throughout the world.
Gotcha. Okay. Unfortunately, for my specific creation, to find more details, we would likely have to go to a different continent. And I'm not certain you wish to walk that far.
Fuck you.
Apologies. I did not mean to insult.
What about any other Warforged? Any other robot people like you? Have anyone you seen some shut down ones or anything like that on this continent?
Give me some time. I have a book that may have answers. I'm going to pull out my book on Warforged, which includes map locations and is specific to Ozo, and look for a place that makes Warforged.
That makes
That's right.
Warforged?
That would make Warforged or have more information on them, but primarily a place that are constructed here on this continent.
Okay. That's going to take a little bit more time than a quick glance to try to figure out.
Yeah.
Maybe we can find some decommissioned, and hate to say this, but go grave robbing for some new limbs.
I do not believe you can simply attach a Warforged limb and have it work.
Yeah, I don't think so
However,
either, but
I have not had the time to go through this book, but it may contain the information you seek, given a few days.
just keep my options open. Even if it's not really an option, I want to explore that if I need to.
And as you're like moving around today, like your feet are extremely sore.
If I don't,
But you can feel them.
I guess. Kind of like look down, move the covers from where he was sleeping. Still stone?
Still stone. You're like pulling the
Alright.
sheet back and it's getting snagged on the jagged rock and shit.
Can you wiggle your toes?
I'm gonna try. Anything?
I mean, you feel like you are, yeah. Whether it's like phantom toe wiggles or what, but yeah, it feels like you're wiggling them.
Yeah, if I stay like this for too long, I'm gonna go crazy. My legs hurt. I feel like they're moving them, and I don't see any movement.
Let
May
me
have to.
investigate again, please. I'm gonna, as long as he lets me, just do a once over on them, see if they're still just as stone, or if they're softening up, or if they are like cracking and breaking off, or something like that. I'm looking for changes in that.
Sure, give me an investigation.
Yeah, of course it wouldn't be panic. I'm gonna roll a golden d20.
Okay.
Wow.
Walks over, knocks on him. Yep.
Yep, it's a rock. Wait, I think it's plastic.
No, I just imagine.
Ha ha!
Oh
bitch!
my god, complete 180.
Let's go golden d20.
Alright.
That's a turnaround.
You
Oh,
gonna
alright,
roll another 20?
I forgot about that shit. Yeah,
You're all over the place, man.
just a fucking roller coaster today. So, Cliff.
So, as you're looking at it, I mean, it still looks the exact same. But through doing a more thorough investigation of it, the area where, like, the stone ends and his leg begins, if you, like, push hard enough against his skin, you can fit your fingertips just underneath the stone, in between where his skin and where his pants and the stone are at.
So it's almost as if it's not the feet, but that his feet are encased in stone.
Correct.
Absol, upon further investigation, it does seem that the muscle tissue inside the stone may still be intact, and it is perhaps just a casing on your feet. Perhaps we could try to chisel a small amount away and see if this is true.
I can't see
This
that
would
going poorly.
likely be painful, but it would let us know if your feet can be safe as they are.
Yeah. Arkin, how do you feel about taking off another limb from me?
Pardon?
I told you before, I would never do that again.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm not asking to remove the limb, simply to cause damage to the surface layer.
How confident are you that you can do that precisely?
I am not a stonemason. I am not certain that I would be the one best suited to do so. But it is a diagnostic I would like to run.
Yeah, if someone wants to take a whack at it.
Screech pulls out her axe upon hearing
No,
take a whack at it.
Perhaps
Not
this
with
is
that.
something that Daryl would be proficient with. If I can call on someone.
Well, I mean, I don't really feel comfortable with smashing my mallet against a rock, but
Yeah, let's not use the mallet.
do you want me to use the short sword? I can make clean work of it. We can cut right through the leg. Save the rock.
Perhaps I will try.
Hey, come on, Chaplin. Don't leave me with these maniacs.
I
dear
need
Lord.
something that is akin to a chisel. I'm checking my inventory. Javelins, tinderboxes. Mace is probably where we're going, but I don't want to.
Here's a crowbar.
That would be ideal. Thank you. I'm going to a small hammer, perhaps.
I'll
One
be
of you has
there.
that for sure. I remember seeing it.
Someone has a hammer.
I have a hammer.
Thank you, Screech.
Screech will pull out the hammer.
I'm going
and
to
just
try and just kind of chip off some of the edge of the leg, not aiming straight into the leg, but trying to chip off a layer.
Go ahead and give me a attack roll with a weapon that you're proficient with.
Oh, this is going to be terrible. Well, it's melee, so +1. Hey!
Go ahead and roll damage.
1d6 -1. The hex shouldn't be there anymore.
Why are you hexing me?
Can we not do the hex damage?
I know that look.
You see Chaplin's one eye turn red. What the fuck? How
The
much
damage,
damage
on just the javelin would have been 2.
Just 2?
Just 2.
Okay. So you take the chisel and the hammer and you hit it, and you see this small crack appear.
Was that painful? Absolutely.
No, not really.
I am going to try again if you are comfortable with it. It seems...
You know, if you just use your hammer, it'd probably make this a lot faster.
You said cracks formed in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, let's go with what's working. Please brace yourself, and I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
Whoop!
And as you strike down on it, it doesn't even really increase the cracks at all this time. Like you're not putting enough pressure on it.
I do not know that I am sufficiently strong to completely get through this. Screech.
Beryl just walks up and just cracks it with his mace, and as he does, his left leg, the casing on it just shatters.
Oh,
there a
there goes
leg
my
underneath?
leg.
What's underneath?
There's a leg underneath.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, do you want me to do the other one now?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna crack you in the fucking face with that thing, though.
I will heal any damage. Going to stand back and hope he hits a leg and the right one.
And with one fell strike, he just... And you see it breaks the rock off of it.
Alright. Do I still got like pants and boot, or is it just leg?
No, it's still pants and boot.
Okay.
Hoping he'd be barefoot.
Yeah. He takes some time to press the digitation, like clean off his clothes.
Your feet are still killing you, though.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
But my feet hurt, not from what he did though, but
Would
probably
you like
from
me
walking
to try to
around.
help?
Yeah, sure. This is more sore than anything, though. I don't know.
I know some basic massaging techniques.
Robot doing okay.
I'm gonna give him a foot rub.
He's like vibrating.
Please insert 1 gold coin.
Ah,
That would be fucking amazing, honestly.
medicine check.
Yes, please.
Fuck.
Wow.
And I need another 20.
His leg.
How many golden d20s do we have?
7.
Golden d20.
Okay.
It's going another fucking 20, I swear
I
to God.
just got my foot back.
These people need to trust my ability to help them. I can't like, right, we fixed leg. Snap.
Please trust his your ability.
Broke that toe off.
God damn it.
That amount.
I'm gonna
Krakatoa.
So, as you take his boot off and you're rubbing his foot, you notice that the bottom of both of his feet has started to calcify to the point of it almost looks like stone.
Absol, you may not like this answer,
More
but
good news.
that your legs are recovering in stone. Perhaps this is not medical, but a curse. Let me check my spells. Let's go kill a cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go kill a cat. Be right back.
It's against TOS. Don't do that.
Fair.
What are you doing?
I assume you are not going to go anywhere for a few minutes. Let me see if there is a magic effect present. And I'm going to take 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic.
What's everybody else doing during this time? I don't assume everybody's standing here watching Absol get a foot rub.
Arkin's just writing in his book.
Does he like look up to Judge every now and again?
Hell yeah, absolutely.
The question you miss is what's everyone doing?
If he
while he's getting
notices
a foot rub?
Arkin looking, he's gonna put his hand in his pouch, pull out the diamond a little bit, then put it back.
He gives like a little nod. And then Absol will hear Arkin's voice in his head goes, I'm going to take that when you're not looking.
Family.
My money's your money. Your money's mine, as far as I'm concerned.
He's never
no,
used this spell before, and you're hearing his voice in your head. Did you reply out loud?
No, he's in his head. He's assuming that's how it works, and he puts his hand behind his head. He's like flipping him off while he does it.
Like, by the way, I was hoping they saw it before they broke your little stones off, but I drew dicks all over the other side.
You would. So, guess we'll take a little intermission here while I thank B42 for the raid. It's been a while since I've had a B42 raid. Thanks, guys. Thank you guys for the follow. I really do appreciate that. I'm trying to count up how many things we have to see what we do, what we got going on here. J. Arson, Finrelly, Elsrora, Mediocre Gaming Grunt. Thank you all for the follow. And let me see, do this plus 5. Ooh, we're close to everything here. And I guess while we're doing this, hey, let's
all
just
the
have
naked people in the stream avatars.
Yeah, all you naked people, if you actually follow the stream, you get access to clothes for free, so you don't have to be naked. But right now, we're going to start a battle royale, so you guys are just going to be beating each other's naked asses up. Look at all those people. Jesus Christ, that's a big one there. So for everybody who's new to the channel here, I'm Cliff. This is Quests and Cliffhangers. Every week we do a D&D game. It is a persistent game. This one right here is on our 8th episode, but we've been doing D&D for almost 2 years now. It is a fully interactive D&D channel, and what that means is that you can actually do things to interact with the stream. You can actually do things that sway the events that happen. So if you like interactive storytelling and things like that, you've come to the right place. And thank you for the follow as well, Grognardian. And where that puts us at is we are 3 Stream Loots cards away from making our Stream Loots goal, which means that we'll do a free deck giveaway. We are 1 community event trigger, so 1 follow, 1 host, 1 raid, 1 sub, 1 anything away from unlocking a community event in which you guys will be able to vote on what happens next. And then we already have been giving away the coins, so we'll do another one of those while I'm talking about it. So congratulations to Zanky Bear for winning the Battle Royale and 100 Cliff Coins. Cliff Coins are the in-chat currency, and you can actually use those to interact with everything here. So this list of commands is about to spew all across the chat are all the things that you can do. With your 100 coins that you just won, you could do Fate and then one of the character names below. Not me, but them dudes and that chick. And use one of their names, and you can do something to interact with that. And if you got any questions, say something in the chat. I'll respond. Yeah, so you guys didn't leave during the intermission, so you don't get pee break now.
I was waiting for a time to come back.
So yeah, so you were doing detect magic, you said?
Yes.
You sense magic from Arkin. You sense magic from Absol. From his foot specifically, you don't.
Is the hat still magic?
Is the what? His crown?
His crown.
Definitely.
Okay.
And Screech, what have you been doing during this 10 minutes?
So I lied. It's an hour.
What have you been doing during this hour? This hour-long foot rub.
Oh my god. Inspecting the new shield and making sure when Arkin's not looking, she's putting on the ring. She's seen how he eyes shiny things. She hasn't seen him steal anything, but he tried to steal the coins that came out of her mouth, so therefore hide the shiny ring and just put it on.
Are you outside doing this, or are you inside with everybody?
Probably outside.
Okay.
Sticking with until it's time to go to bed.
Yep, the ring fits. The shield's balanced well. A very nice quality shield. And you notice that the shield has, like, on the inside of it, there's, like, some bars that reinforce it slightly. And just from holding this, like, it gives you this, like, this feeling of, like, strength. Like, you feel, whether it be just, like, the image or whatnot, but you feel, like, mighty from having this shield in your hand. And then you got the helm on, and it's like too big for you, so it looks kind of stupid. Like you turn your head, and it kind of like.
I'm imagining it like bouncing off her beak when she turns her head, just like da-dum.
Yep.
So.
Kind of like. Yeah. So after an hour, absolutely, you got the best foot rub you've ever had.
But it's still turning back to stone.
I mean, nothing has changed in the hour that you've looked at it, but you do notice that the bottom of his feet are stone.
Just the bottom?
Just the bottom. You almost get the feeling like, had he stayed encased in that for much longer, that it would have been a lot worse.
Okay, so it's not that his feet re-became stone, but that there may be permanent damage.
That would be your medical opinion.
After some observation, it seems that while you are free of the stone casing, you do have some permanent damage. I may find ways to cure this over time, but for the moment, you may have to relearn to walk comfortably. But you should be fine for the moment.
I have a theory, but you're not going to like it.
Please share.
Well, Absol isn't going to like it.
What you got for me?
Well, closes book. Perhaps you lose the feet, and then he heals them back on.
I would caution you. I cannot heal limbs back on.
Just cuts off the bottom of your feet then.
There may be other options. Let us temper our resolve.
Yeah, I'm with Chaplin on this one.
For now, we should travel while we still have light.
Sure.
Puts back on his boots and he tries to stand up and walk out.
Yeah, and by now it's about 9 a.m.
Can you walk comfortably?
I mean, feet still sore as hell after all that, but I think I can manage.
Shall we? Who would like to lead? Shall I continue?
Where are we heading?
Huh.
You ask a good question.
Right, we got one of the gems. This goddamn crown ain't coming off anytime soon, so I would like to go after the others. Maybe if we collect all of them, I could take this thing off. But we are looking for Barrel's comrades. We came all this way following a trail and didn't really find anything.
Was the initial thought to check the Windshield Woods?
It was until we seen that trail in and off over here to the east.
I see. Then while we are here, we should see if we can follow that trail.
From what Barrel was talking about in the cave a few days ago, that trail went cold with some fleshy bits.
I'm sorry?
Barrel, didn't you find some skin stone bits from your comrades in a bit of a scuffle?
And you see that somber look wash over his face again. And he's like, well, yeah, and he reaches into his bag and he pulls out like that hunk of like stony flesh. Like, I fear the worst for... Well, I say we just get this stone on the road.
So
I see. Perhaps to And I'll pull out the map and offer it back to Absol since you can walk now. Perhaps to the third labeled location?
Yeah, we can start heading up into the woods. Stop at camp again. And go
Are
through
you
the...
certain your wish... Would it cause issues for your family to see your current condition?
Oh, yes.
Then I will wait outside the city.
Actually, let's not go back to the camp just yet. We got one of the gems. I don't want to delay this. Quill knows what we're doing. We can go straight from the path into the woods as soon as we see it, or we can follow the trail up a bit and avoid the woods as much as possible until we get close to the next guardian stones or whatever.
Following the trail would have a greater chance of safe rest.
Yes, but less chance of finding Beryl's friends. We didn't really see any
Are you certain?
trail going into the woods though, so I doubt they even tried that.
More locations with people offer more locations to find more Genasi, I would think, as Genasi are somewhat rare.
All right, yeah, we can. We'll stay on the trail. So, as long as everyone's ready, we can start heading out.
There is on your map. Each of these small symbols represents a village of some form, as far as I understand.
Yeah, that's what's turned out so far.
There is one to the east of Camp Eyestone. Perhaps they are there. It would be out of our way, but it is a likely candidate.
We can go south from there, try to find a boat or something to go to the 5th. But
The camp on the peninsula is the most likely location to find a boat, I would imagine.
yeah, hopefully our luck turns up there. I'm down for that.
Then for now, we should head back to the village with the snake oil salesman.
Yeah, I wanna go and see my friends there again. Maybe they got something for me.
At your lead.
Apps starts walking off and looks back to make sure everyone's actually ready to go.
He's following.
I'm going to kind of keep an eye on how he walks, make sure he's not going to fall over.
Walking with a dip.
Yeah, Screech is gonna walk next to Brook instead of riding her, just to give her a break after carrying Absol.
While they're walking, Arkin's going to be trying to hang random objects off of Absol's crown.
Oh, my perception is so good too.
Can you beat a 24?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So randomly, so you guys take off on your adventure out, and periodically as you're walking, you notice like acorns and random like circlets of vines like just are there. Like you're walking, you'll start seeing something like out of nowhere. It'll just be like in your eye. You just see it at the very tip of your eye. You're like, and you got something else on there. Looking around, don't see anything. And every now and again, you just hear the crow.
is so funny? Your bird keeps laughing.
It's bird noises.
Screech mimics the crow's laugh.
See? They do that.
Absol keeps taking off this shit when he notices and like throwing it on the ground.
Your ozone map is broken. You're broken. Yeah, I don't have anything planned until we have a safe rest for the night.
Okay.
We set on
Are you
fire.
taking point or is Beryl taking point?
I'm going to take back so that I can keep an eye on Absol.
So is anybody else volunteering to take point, or is Beryl taking point?
Probably Beryl.
Yeah,
Probably
let's send him up front.
Girl.
Ooh, come on, do something.
Hey! Ozo.
I figured out how to fix this now.
You turned it off and on again?
No, you rename it with a 1 after it, and then you share it like it's a new image.
Ah!
Because the cache of the old image doesn't like it when you make changes.
Okay,
Little
look.
hinges up there.
Yeah.
It's so pretty and new.
Oh, you're adding stuff. That's cool.
So as you guys head out, I guess I have to be Beryl. Oh wait, no, wrong one. Okay. As you guys head out, your guys's travel is pretty status quo. You guys know the way to head back. You guys travel south for a short while, and the path starts to reform into a more well-traveled area as it kind of shoots off towards the ocean and the different areas here. You guys pass by a lot of just plains and tall grassland. Nothing really of note during the first day. Do you guys want to make camp at night, push through the night? What's your plan?
Absol, are you comfortable to continue walking, or would you prefer to make camp?
Yeah, how do my feet feel after walking the whole day?
I mean, they still hurt. They haven't stopped hurting.
Huh, I can keep going. This
I have
pain
no
in my feet are
qualms.
bugging me, but
I have no qualms resting. I simply do not know when people are tired.
let's keep going. I want to make it to that inn or maybe close to the village so I can get a real rest instead of sleeping on the ground.
Very well.
All right. Everybody go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
Alrighty.
Come on. Oh.
Oh God.
Oh.
Doesn't matter for Chaplin though, right? Right?
Sure, that's what he
no.
says.
Where's our good ones tonight?
Can't keep burning golden D20s.
Chaplain,
Yeah.
high or low?
Low.
Hey.
Thank God.
So you guys push through, and as you're a few hours into the night, Beryl he like stops and he holds a hand up. And you see him walk over to this small pile of rocks that's on the side of the road. And he like looks at it, and as he does, he just takes off running.
Oh, come
Run
on
after
now.
him.
It is too late for this shit. Yeah, reluctantly goes to.
I'm gonna, because there's no way I can run and not clank and be loud. I'm gonna call out, Beryl, please communicate. Why are we running?
Screech is also running after Beryl. He's her friend.
And he's like, I think that my people might still be alive.
Where?
That signal back there was a distress signal.
That was a pile of rocks, but okay.
I find that offensive, and we will talk about this later.
Some written languages are very different.
Can I say stuff like that? I was part rock.
I'm one of you people now.
No!
Okay.
Just like our own people.
Not gonna touch that.
If we weren't on camera, I would have a bunch of funny remarks. But I've had this channel too long for it to be banned. So, as you guys are running, he just sort of beelines through this field, and he starts running towards these mountains that are off in the distance. This small little maybe 100, 200 foot stretch of this rocky terrain. And as he gets closer, everybody go ahead and give me a perception check.
I miss being good at that.
You're fine.
I'm so average at this.
Wow, okay. Screech has eyes.
They're big.
Things. Big eyes mean you see more things, right?
Mm-hmm. Screech. You are the only one that notices, but up ahead towards where Beryl is running towards, you see these figures that appear to be laying in wait.
I just see figures. I don't see like any details about them.
Do you have night vision?
No.
Oh wait, you do actually. You have superior dark vision, up to 120 feet.
What?
When did that happen?
It happened when you were training.
Neat.
Oh, let's see what fate rolls we have tonight.
Okay.
So give me a insight real quick. You see what appears to be Goblin laying in wait.
Goblins. We will rule that.
I'm trying to figure out if that's a thing that Screech can say if she's heard somebody mention goblins.
Well, you would know what they are, so I would assume yes.
Okay. And a mixture of different voices, because no voice of her own. She says, "Goblins up ahead."
It's like, goblins up ahead.
It's like pulling out her axe and just like running towards it. Like all right,
Like-
axe, we're going.
All right,
It's a trap.
We're-
Runs.
we're killing the goblins. All right.
Perhaps they are peaceful.
Yeah, I don't think Screech cares, man.
I could try.
You're not about to be shortly.
Screech, you got some problem with goblins?
Trap.
Okay, Barrel, you realize you're running towards goblins, right?
I don't see any goblins.
Thank you, Barrel.
Nope, he don't give a shit.
What the fuck?
He's like, no, my family.
I'm not judging.
And you guys watch as Beryl runs, and you just see this netting close around him and lift him up into the air.
That would be the trap she mentioned.
You got some pretty fucked up family, man.
And you guys see these 7 goblin come swarming out with spears. And they are like rejoicing of their catch. And then they see this group of people running towards them. And you see them like hunker down, and they like point their spears towards you like they're making a small wall with their spears facing you guys.
Absol fires a shot up into the air. I recommend y'all back up.
I'm gonna need that to follow with an intimidation check, please.
I'm a golden D20 that one.
Okay.
Yeah, he fires one in the air, then he points it at them.
Yeah.
They're so charismatic.
And they're like, no, you know, you strong, you help us.
How about you drop our friend and we can talk about this?
No, we caught him, he's food, but you help us. And then you help us, and then we cut him down.
They must think you're the Goblin King, and he points to your crown that has shit all over it.
What you little guys need help with?
The ones with the fangs. They took our people for food.
Oh, the vampires. Tell you what, this guy, he gets pretty nasty when he gets near a vampire. Scuffs him up real good. You're gonna want him to help you.
No, he looked like vampire.
Can y'all ain't got the best eyes, do you? Look at him. Barrow, show me your teeth.
No, he looked just like them.
Oh no.
Shoots another shot at their feet.
They scatter too, and like, okay, but he's gonna eat us all. Cut the line, and Beryl free falls down to the ground.
Now, where are these vampires? I haven't seen any in a long time, and I would like to know where they're camped up at.
You follow, we show.
Y'all be in front.
And you hear him like start shouting something out in a language you don't understand. He's and they're arguing back and forth for a moment. And then he's like, okay, you follow. And he walks over, and you guys follow for about 20 minutes or so. Any discussion you guys are having during your time here?
As soon as they start walking, I'm leaning over to Arcade. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You negotiated this. Why are we following him?
I was just trying to get Beryl down.
Well, he's down. Let's leave.
We
Oh,
can't
no,
leave. They said that the vampire looks like me.
This does seem like something we need to investigate.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that could
like
be
a goblin
concerning.
problem.
But we haven't seen any vampires in well over a week. That's concerning me a little bit.
So we walk into a poorly designed goblin trap. Okay, sure.
You know, goblins hoard shiny objects. They're gonna have something, even if it is a trap.
Oh, no. Fool me 8 times with that. Shame on you.
Takes some of the debris on his crown and tosses it at him.
Yeah, that thing collects a lot of garbage. You should keep that clean.
And it attracts assholes.
Hey. Chaplin's right there. He might hear you.
Apparently not.
Screech,
Yep.
chance to smash on some goblins or vampires?
She's just like holding her axe and just like nodding excitedly.
Chaplain, what do you think?
This is the only lead we have so far on Beryl's people. It must be investigated.
Beryl, I take it you're going with or without us, right?
I have to see it with my own eyes. Stones.
Well, bro, let's go then, shall we?
Okay. One of these days you'll listen to me.
And he wraps the he grabs the sack that it has diamonds in and tosses it over to Arkin.
All right, let's get this show on the road. Pockets it.
And not too long after that, you hear the goblin like, "Shh, everyone, be quiet. They right up here." And Beryl does, he casts the spell on everybody so you all can stealth a little bit easier. Everybody go ahead and give me a stealth check with a +10, please.
Wow, Beryl.
Clank, 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 clank.
Oh.
With a plus 11, he rolled a 12.
13.
No,
13.
Beryl.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay.
Getting all defensive, it wasn't even you.
Well, that's because he keeps saying, that's what I always say to everything.
I don't understand what's that got to do with anything.
Because we're...
God. Oh, they got the +2, okay. I was gonna say.
You guys come across the this area where it's sort of nestled, this little valley that's nestled between this narrow opening that Beryl could just barely squeeze through this opening to get to this little hidden valley. And inside you see there's this defunct goblin stronghold. And you see that there are dead goblins that are littering the ground. And the more the goblin looks at Beryl, you did this. He's like, I don't have the time to explain how wrong you are. Where are the others? And he sort of like squints his eyes and he back there. And he points along to this one area where you see this cave opening in the back, and you see that there are like some totems that are on either side of the cave, and there are some rocks that are laid out in sort of patterns outside of it.
Oh, if this is the trap, it's really poorly executed.
They are goblins, are they not?
Yeah, but lining a trap with their dead comrades?
I would believe them in this scenario. There are too many outside modifiers that they would not have known of. Should we proceed with caution in some form? I am not familiar with how to walk into an ambush.
Shield out, weapon ready.
Perhaps we should let Beryl go first.
Yeah, anyone got some kind of torch we could just throw in there?
Unfortunately, we used all our lighting last night. It would be mildly draining, but I could enchant another rock.
Nah, let's just get up close to it so I can see in.
Okay.
Beryl, you take point. These are your people.
And he nods and he just walks right for it.
Yep.
Arkin's gonna sneak around the outskirts, staying invisible to everyone and keeping an eye on the cave opening.
Okay. And you guys see Barrel's heading for the openings. Anybody following him or
Following
Shortly
behind and
Okay.
Screech
like
would be following
trying
him.
to look in to see if he sees anything moving.
Okay. So everybody but Arkin, you would see this cave that you're in. It has sort of this wind in the mouth, and it winds to this blind turn to the left. And you briefly see Beryl disappear around this blind corner as you guys are following behind. And you hear this thud, and you guys pick up pace and turn this corner, and as you do, you see these two Earth Genasi standing there, one of them wiping blood off of his mouth, the other one still holding a goblin, sucking the blood off of it, and he pulls his fangs off, tosses the corpse to the side, and you see him smile, and as he does, blood leaks out of his mouth. Brother, it's
What's
been a
your
while.
food?
And that's where we're going to end it at for the night.
Gonna kill some vampires. Good old moral quandaries.
So, thank you to everybody who popped in tonight and all of the good stuff that happened. We hit all 3 of our goals. So that means that you guys are going to get the exclusive Pumpkinhead for free next week. We're going to do a Stream Loots giveaway, which, let's go ahead and open that up right now. So, if you want a chance to win, do !GIMME to join the giveaway. We have a community event. And I don't have the poll set up to work with Streamlabs OBS yet, what I need to do. But here is your guys' choice, and feel free to just chime in the chat. How do the goblins react to what's going on? Do they run in terror as soon as the combat begins? Do they assist our adventurers in redeeming their dead? Or are they actually thralls of the vampire who join in on the fight? So if you guys want to just put numbers in there, we could do 1 for they run away, 2 for they help, and 3 for they hinder. Players, you cannot vote.
Oh.
So, no, there's no 1.5. So that would be a 3. They open a betting ring at the back. So that would be a 1. You get 1, 2, or 3. Those are your options. They run away, they help, they hinder. 1, 2, 3.
God.
No, Bob.
God.
No!
Oh,
No!
Oh.
the chat's killing us.
Thanks, Nessa.
Buy more Streamloots cards. Save us.
Ah. Is that 3 3s, 2 2s?
Oh, those trolls.
Can told you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Nick.
4 3.
So yeah, and I guess while we're doing this, let's do one more of these too. I have done about 10 bonuses tonight. So that's like,
Jesus.
yeah, I've given out a few coins. That's for the jackpot. I actually plan on doing a command for jackpot that we'll just do like a jackpot instead of doing the bonus over and over again. But this works. Again, 2 things you could do right now. 1, exclamation point gimme, GIMME, to be entered for a free Streamloots deck. Can we do Cliffhangers? Second thing you guys could do right now is vote for the community event, which would be what do the goblins do in lieu of what is going on right now. 1 is they run away in fear. 2 is they help the party. 3 is they hinder the party. 1, 2, 3. And you can't change your vote. So if you've already voted, I'm counting what you said first. Just know that. Just know that that's how that works. And every time Bob votes, whatever he votes for, it's going towards the opposite. Unless he votes for attack, then I'm going to count it. And if he votes for 1, it counts as an attack too. And I'm going to go ahead and find out who we're raiding here real quick. But thanks for all the follows today, guys. Thanks to B42 for the raid. I did this earlier, but we were in the middle of stuff, so you might not have seen it. But B42 is like the first community that I came across in my Twitch endeavors that actually seemed like a community. They weren't just a bunch of dudes that were out for their own gain, and what you did helped them and not you. So if you are a streamer and you're looking for a community, check out B42. Or if you just want to like find people to game with and shit like that, check out their Discord. They're super active there. But B42 is awesome. So thanks for the raid, guys. And do we want to do Ascension Stories, Beholder Roleplay, or or do you guys want to go see In still?
Which one's the guy that went Super Saiyan last time?
That was Instill.
It's still.
Definitely was.
We're doing Instill? Okay, let's go see Instill. It's not Dungeons and Dragons, but Instill is a nut, and he is super entertaining, high energy, and we probably have a pretty good chance of blowing out his vocal cords when we raid him. So, you got about 10 seconds. I'm going to reset all the shit at the top. By the time I'm done with that, I am going to end the drawing. So, exclamation point GIMME if you want to enter to earn a free Streamloots deck. And if you don't do it by the time I finish doing this, then tough shit.
Maybe he'll call Erkin to leaves again.
Remove 3. Okay, cool. All right. So let us queue up, close the queue, and let us pick a random. Winner is Allie Phoenix. Yay! Everybody cheer.
Yay!
Mass dance. I have way too many tabs open right now.
What is Melissa's life?
I can't argue that.
Yeah, I have like Melissa level of tabs open right now. Boom. You got
I only
your
have
cards
14
there.
open.
I have nowhere near that many. It's still too many. So let's see.
I've had up to 60 before. Don't.
So we got. Here we go.
60.
Here we go. 2, 3. Okay. 2, 3, 3, 3. Gotta scroll. Hold on. 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Six to 3, 3 wins.
Oh my God.
Yay! We're getting eaten by goblins.
You're getting more XP.
Yeah, did we level? Or were we like right at
Good
the
question.
Guess we'll find out, won't we?
I'm a...
I mean, you can't level right before a battle. That would be super
Yeah,
unfair.
you can.
We took a few rests before we got here.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
like right now. So thank you guys so much. We'll be back again next Tuesday, 8 p.m. And remember, the week of Halloween, we'll be switching over to Thursdays. And I got to come up with something super spoopy and special to do. So for now, we're going to go over to Instill. So you guys hang out, at least hang out for the first few minutes. I promise you're going to enjoy yourselves. And we will be back next week, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, for more quests and cliffhangers. Good night.
And volume on. So I have
Volume
to